Hello. Nothing. I was just bored, and I thought I'd check in with you guys. How is everybody? The weather's amazing today. It was raining for a while, but it's gotten better. I think it's good to rain, after, you know, the air needs to clear up, so bro is alive and coming back from the dead. I mean, what have you been up to? I've been working on a new project, um, new music, and same old, you know. Yeah, well, I'm gonna move soon, so been looking at some new houses. So yeah, bro, why am I tearing up? You don't have to tear up. I'm here. I'm all good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the last album was a big album. It was like a full album with like 10 over 10 songs. Was it? I think it was like 11 songs. But yeah, now I want to do more like 5, 6 songs, more like consistently. hmm Yeah, it was a great album. I feel like you know, whenever I release new music and make new music, I try to be better, and I feel like the next album is even bigger musically. So yep. To be honest, I was about to go to bed, friends, but it's so nice having news from you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tour? I'm not sure about a tour right now. Um, maybe like as a guest on someone else's tour, hopefully. But no. Any merch in the future? Yeah, of course. I mean, we could do a hoodie. We could do a T-shirt, whatever. I love you from Japan. I love you from Korea. But I'm in the States right now. But yeah, I'm Korean, so love you from Korea. Do you and PLT still talk? Yeah. I talked to Gaho. Talked to Jinu. Haven't spoken with Moti and June in a while, but yeah, we still talk. Yeah. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful day as well. Can we get John and Vinny's City CD? Um, well, like if we were to do a CD for that, it would have to be like a Villian album CD because that song's part of the album. But I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe like we get like a pre-order and then we know exactly how many copies we need and then just print that much. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We haven't like planned it just yet, so yeah. Moving is. Oh, 형 안녕. Jinu's here. 형 안녕. Wave. I just pressed waved. Wave at I am perfectly odd. Mm, yeah, moving's stressful. Because you gotta check for a lot of stuff. And I'm a picky person, so I really like to think about every single factor when I'm moving. So yeah. Would you be making more ballad-like songs? Yeah, I think on the next album there will be one or two that are like really just very emotional and type shit, you know. Moving countries or well, I live in the States, so I'm just like relocating in LA, you know. Oh my god, is that villain? This is villain. It's very nice to meet you guys. Are you moving out of California? Nah, staying in LA. Rescue Squad is my favorite song. It's actually one of my favorites from the album too. Bank Robber. I feel like Gaho is still talking about you on radio a lot. Yeah, I mean, we talk often, so just about music, life. You know, we're like growing up together. We're still growing up together, so you know, it's yeah, you don't really have a lot of those around. I don't really have a lot of those around me, you know. Just people that I like grow up with for my whole life, or at least like more than half of my life. So yeah, your favorite is Hancock. Yeah, I mean Hancock's dope too. Yeah, Mo Kimana Sing. I don't know what that means, but hope it's something good. Bro, the whole album was my favorite. You talking about Bank Robber or Villian? I bought Bank Robber last year. Really? Are there any like stocks left? I don't even have those. I sometimes when I come out for shopping in K Town in LA, there's like there's this K-pop record store, and then I go in. My wife sometimes asks the cashier if my Bank Robber CD is still there, but you know it's been like out of stock for a while, so I don't know how you bought it, but yeah. But when I go there, um, it's always fun because like you know I get to see like the physical CDs, even if they aren't mine. Like I get to see my physical CDs and yeah. Sometimes I think like some people uh, like I think sometimes they recognize me, but I don't notice it. But my wife is like like she kind of notices it, but who knows? But they never really come up to me though. They never really come up to me, so I think they did recognize me. They respect my privacy, which is you know very thoughtful of them, and I respect that too. I love it too, you know. Yeah, it is difficult, right? Because I personally don't own many copies as well, so it is very difficult. But maybe like there are a few in like some Korean branches or maybe like Amazon. Who knows? Cotton candy, yeah. Cotton, give me love, yeah. Cotton candy. That was that was like a little project I did with I think it was Warner. Um, they were trying to like find some songs for what was it like some TV shows and movies that were in production with Warner, and then the producer that did the beats for the album. That's the Gimme Love and you know uh, Cotton Candy and all that shit. He's actually a Grammy nominated producer, and it was um, I think it was my first time working with like a producer on an album like full time, because all the beats on that album is done by him, and it was very amazing, you know. You found Bank Robber? Shit, where? Is there any is there any artists you want to collab with? There are a few, quite a few. I always like, for my next album, I definitely want to have some features. Um, I have a few in mind. I don't want to spoil it because they probably won't do it, but yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Few male artists and few female artists, but the song's got to be finalized first. So we'll have to see. Been a fan for years and still don't know why PLT disbanded. Y'all were doing something that was very unique for the time. All the songs were magnificent. Thank you. Um, I think I touched that subject a little bit in this clip called "Villain," who is Rosalina. It's on my YouTube channel. It's like a 10-minute interview if you want to go check it out. But yeah, I think I spoke pretty much like what I can say about that situation in the interview. So hopefully you like it. Corbin, gotta check him out. What's my favorite song recently? Oh, The Giver, Chappelle Roan. Villain, will you ever release With Me on streaming services like you did with Whiskey Dial? So that With Me song, the title changed to Keep Me, and it will be released in Korean, but I just don't know when, because that song was also um, on a separate project that I did with Warner, but I'm not really sure when that will be released. But yeah, that song will be released in the future. I just don't know when right now. But Keep Me is the name of it, and it will be released soon. Villain and Keshi would hit. Yes, for sure. Dean, yeah, I mean, but Dean's like so off the grid, kind of like, I'm kind of like me in that department, He's so off the grid, so I mean, that's gonna be difficult, but I mean, it'd be great. Be great, but yeah. If you tour, please add a couple low-key Canada spots. I'm begging, for sure. I will tell them that. 7 years? Wow, that's crazy. 7 years. That's pretty much like almost like my entire. That's like a day one. Would you collab with Tabber? If the song's right, why not? Um, I mean, headline tour, maybe in like smaller venues. I think I would do it, like more intimate. But like if we were to like do it on a bigger size, I'd probably have to open. But who knows? Who knows what will happen? Who knows what will happen? You know. Do you have any clue why there aren't tours in the Caribbean. The fan base here is also quite large, but no one ever comes here, even for vacation. I think, um, I think it's just like I think it's probably because there aren't like direct flights into there. Maybe like obviously there's gonna be direct flights from U.S., but Korean artists they have to like. I think it's just like the transportation is something that's a little bit more tricky when we go to the Caribbeans. But I mean I'm based in the States, so for me that'd be no problem. So and I love the Caribbean, so if I ever do a tour, hopefully we can like squeeze Caribbean in. For real, if he comes to Dominican Republic, for example, people will definitely go maybe in a K festival or something for sure, for sure. I love Jiu so much. I'm guessing that's not Jinu, right? I'm guessing that's a different artist from Jinu because everybody's saying Jiu. Oh, you're living in the States? Yes. How have you been? I have been very good, very busy, um, but very good. Pops in, so shit, bro. That was that was so fun. I mean, well, Isak Nuna is always like so professional, and she keeps everything so 100. Like I can just be real with her on her show. Like it's always hello. It's always so amazing. Damn, I wish I could go. I wish I could go on her show like the next time I come to Korea. Matty Vera. I think I know. He did like quite a few reactions to my music videos. I don't really speak Spanish that fluently, so I had to ask my wife because she speaks it a little bit. But I know he's only said great things about my music. So gracias, Matty Vera. Gracias. Sure. Bilan Whiting. Thank you. Yeah. Izak is still on Arirang Radio. Like that's she's an OG. I think she'll be there like forever. And I think she should be there forever. She's like the goat. So I don't really see I don't really see anybody else running that show for a long while. I saw you singing in Hongdae on the corner. Shit. I don't even I don't even know when that must be. But like for sure that's like probably like 6 7 years ago, right? Can we still look forward to another collab with Gaho? For sure, yeah. I mean, we did talk about, excuse me, working on a few songs together. It's just he's like so busy right now with all his own stuff, and like he also started a band, Cave. Shout out to Cave. So it was um it was kind of hard to squeeze in any collaborations like here and there. Maybe we talk a lot, but we just never made it happen. But I mean, once like some things just kind of clear up and he has more time, um, yeah, why not? And it's just a time difference. He's a very very like healthy. His like life schedule is very healthy. He sleeps very early, and I live on the other side of the world. So for us to communicate, we have to like, it's the time difference doesn't really add up. So yeah, but he might visit, I might visit. We could just work something out. I want to listen to Rosalina in live someday. Thank you. I mean, I think why not? That could happen soon. Why not? Another song with Jinu would be so fire. I think I have like two songs with Jinu, but a few more maybe in the next album. But you still talk to Dre? For sure. Dre's my guy. Dre is just like family to me. So I'm so obsessed with Wallene since it came out, man. Wallene is catchy. Not gonna lie, Loki is very, very catchy. Wallet this for my woman, oh. Wallet this for your man too. Every time I listen to Nugu, the ending always gets me. Yeah, me. That spitting. I was I think yeah, I mean there's a lot of like interpretations to be made about that song. Like the lyrics. Because it portrays a lot of messages. And I think the message could be like very different depending on the person that's listening. But whatever it is, I think it's up to the listener to decide what the meaning of the lyrics are for Nugu. For me, it meant something. For someone else, it could mean a different thing. Whiskey Dial in you, Whiskey Dial, yeah. I mean, that's a very, very, how do you say it? Like, how do I put it? Whiskey Dial. It's a very vulnerable song, which is why I think a lot of people connected to it. Alcoholic shit. That's a vibe, isn't it? That's for sure a vibe. Please come to Chicago again. I missed the first time you came. That show was actually pretty big, honestly. I didn't think it would be very big because the venue wasn't that crazy. But honestly, the fans were pretty lit in Chicago. And I realized like it's not just like hip hop or R&B that's popping. Like K-pop had a spot in Chicago too, and it just caught me off guard. Of course, nowadays K-pop has a spot everywhere, but back then, it was just kind of like it was just starting to like boil K-pop. Villain my Shayla. What's Shayla? What does Shayla mean? What is the meaning or inspiration for the lyrics of a piece of work? Um, Inspiration. I mean, I wrote that when I was in middle school, so I can't really, I don't really remember very vividly, but I think it was probably something that happened um, in Vampire Diaries. Probably, I think so. I was a geek growing up for Vampire Diaries, so And I remember watching that show being like really crazy for it. So yeah, I think I probably wrote the lyrics based on that. The love story between like Damon and Elena and Stefan and you know, or Caroline and Klaus, whatever. Chicago will turn up. Shayla is like Pookie. Okay, oh, bad, bad. See, I'm an old man. You gotta teach me, New Jersey. Jersey was a vibe. Jersey was a vibe. Like, you know, I Jersey was lit. I think some people fainted in Jersey. That's how energetic the show was. Like, Jersey and LA, it was just crazy. People were getting carried out. You're telling me my favorite song is based on Vampire Diaries? Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, I think it wasn't a show that had a very heavy male following, but I'm not scared to admit that I was in love with that show. Are you in Korea right now? Nope. Korea is, I think. Oh yeah, okay. It's probably like morning there right now, but not in Korea right now. We went so hard. I almost fainted too, but I stayed strong because I couldn't miss it for anything. Thank you. Thank you for staying strong and not fainting. Although it's like surprising and a wow reaction to have. It also kind of like it sticks with us in our head. Like, oh, is that person alright? Like after the show, like when you're taking a shower and lying in bed, like just kind of coping with it. And like, is that person alright? I hope he or she's alright. What inspired from Vampire Diaries? Yeah, I mean, I love that show. So very hard. Um, Used to torrent that shit like real heavy. So, because I was a kid, I had like no money to pay for all that like subscriptions and shit. But yeah, come to Houston to perform. We did Houston. Wait, no. I think we did Dallas. No. Yeah, but Houston is lit. How's life in the States? I mean, it's great. I mean, I think I don't really see a lot that's different from like when I lived in Korea. So for me, it's not that big of a difference. But I hear it's a big difference for like some other people. Like other people, it's a big difference. But for me, it's the adjustment wasn't that hard when I did it. So 우와 빌런이다. 누, 교 아는 분인가? 저 혹시 아는 분인가요? 어? 오 형. 오 형. 형 잘 지냈어요? 늦었지만 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 아, 형 보고 싶네요. That's my manager. Um, Previous manager, to be exact. Back when we were doing PLT, we had like great memories. Nothing but good to say about him. Manito was the first ever song I heard from you. That's that's a strong song to hear for the first out of my catalog. I think Bank Robber is like the impact of the music itself is like so hard. It's kind of really hard, difficult to listen to. Um, like it's difficult to like have a song like as hard. of an impact, like a direct impact for a follow up. But thankfully I came up with Nugu, so the language switch. Yeah, Villain low key come to Quebec and you love it. I've actually been to Quebec. I've also been to Alberta. I've had some great beef jerkies there, and then Lake Louise. I visited. Hancock is legit my all-time favorite song out of the songs I've ever heard. Didn't you debut when you were like 17? Hmm. It's a little iffy on the moment I debuted because I've been working in the industry like since I was like in middle school. But if we're talking like solo release, probably like 19. Yeah. 아, 형, 그 DM 한번 남겨주세요, 형. 저 지금 미국에 있어갖고요. 제가 그 문자를 드릴게요. 문자 하나만 그 DM으로 형 뭐 연락처나 만약에 안드로이드 쓰시면은 이메일 남겨주시면은 제가 문자 드리겠습니다. 형. 화이팅 하세요. 유아 화이팅. Old Money is a banger. Low key, Old Money is like one of my favorite songs on the album, but I think it's very underrated right now. And I'm independent, and I don't really like to cry about it being independent because I love it. But like when you're independent, it's very easy to be slept on with good music because there's a lot that you have to be taken care of, and also it's very hard to it's very uh, it's very I don't want to say hard, but it's marketing without a budget is very difficult. So you know, but I'm not complaining. I love being independent, and I wouldn't like trade it for any amount of money. Well, maybe $1 billion I would, but but yeah. Why is Christmas have to be festive all the damn time? I begged it. Yes, that's what I said in the intro, right? Fool, Fool has very much replay value. Yeah, I was in a very dark place emotionally. I was in a very tough spot in my life at that period when I was writing Fool. But I think it's those chapters in your life that kind of help you turn it into a great piece of art. And I think I have that gift or privilege or whatever to turn that chapter into a beautiful piece of art, into music. So happy for this update live, villain. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, also, I just want to say thank you so much for so many beautiful and wonderful memories during my teen years. Those memories will forever stick with me always. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I also live off of those memories. Um, I feel like those memories are kind of what I use as fuel. So I definitely understand what you're saying, and I'm very grateful to have a place in your childhood and your teen years. And yeah, I'm just so very honored to be in that spot in your heart. POT was pretty lit. Yeah, I mean, we were pretty lit. It was hella dope, you know? Yeah. Blah was my shit. So Blah, this is why I can like proudly say that we were kind of musically we were kind of ahead of the curve because Blah is like if you listen to it right now, it's its rhythm is like boom ba ba boom ba ba and Afro that rhythm is Afro and Afro beat was popping in like when did it pop like 2023 2024 it was popping like a couple years back but we did that shit in 2018 2019 so that just goes to explain how far we were ahead of the curve you know doing that Afro rhythm you know um, striving on it like it's just but I think that's why a lot of people gravitated towards our music because it was just something different and something that wasn't really existing uh, on a mainstream level and we felt like that Afro rhythm was so unique and it deserves so much more attention and you know it didn't go so big back then when we did it but I feel like we paid respect to the rhythm and the music that we love. You know, Blind is still one of my favorite songs. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's amazing. It's amazing. KG wrote it, and it's just. I think it's just one of the best works that KG ever wrote, and he has this. He has his own little vibe where that no one really can replicate. It's just his vibe. Nah, my shit is Hancock. Like, I don't know. I don't care whose car I'm in. That song will be on. Yeah. I mean, Hancock, me personally, I fuck with the demo version a little more. And to me, it just sounds more authentic. But, people will probably never hear that version. But yeah, Hancock is a vibe. Shine on You is dope too. Shine on You's one of my favorite songs that I worked on. And it's just different. The verse that I did for Shine On You, like I was so fond of that verse that I recorded that shit for like 12 hours to make it perfect, My shit is Ombre and Genzo, bro. Genzo is the shit. I actually wanted to sell that song to like a GD and Taeyang type of joint. When I first wrote it, I felt like, like GD and Taeyang could do this shit. Like they would like kill this shit. But I had no connections to them, so you know, I couldn't sell it to them. But yeah, I mean, it's just a great song, and I still love to sing it myself. So went with it. So many memories, right? So many memories. And Ombre too. Is just a great song on the album as well. I feel like it's very underrated, but the video and the music is just clean. It's just perfect. GD, Taeyang, our my ghost, are my ghost probably. Like a little typo right there. But yeah, I mean, he made a great comeback. I feel like I forgot the song's name, but that song, Too Bad for Me, baby girl. Nah, 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 nah. That's like it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. Do you ever go to YouTube and watch reactions? Yeah, of course, of course. I scroll through YouTube, listen to reactions to my new album, and even just my old stuff. Um, back back when I released the Bank Robber, and even just like the PLT stuff as well. It's a great like memory lane to go down. I love Loving It and When. Yeah, I mean, When is just. I feel like if you know if you like read the lyrics, it's fire. But it's just the problem is it's in Korean. I should have wrote that song in English, but back then I was writing songs in. I prefer to write songs back then in Korean, but now I make it all in English. So next album I'll probably have all the songs in English. But yeah. Do you have any favorite artists at the moment? Favorite artists. I don't know. I mean, cause I feel like nowadays I don't really see artists. I feel like it's just my personal opinion. I feel like nowadays it's really hard to find an artist with like a strong, consistent discography because of all this like TikTok boom. Um, so it's very difficult, in my opinion, to find an artist with like a consistent discography. And that's why nowadays I just listen to like song by song for an artist. There's not really like a favorite artist, but I feel like for me, the top ones will always be for me like ASAP Rocky, Tyler, the Creator, and then Justin Bieber, Pharrell, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, and yeah, also like Jeremiah's a good songwriter, and then who else? They have Bruno Mars. D-Miles a great producer. There's a lot. There's a lot. You should make a balance of Korean and English songs. I will do that. Do you miss connecting with fans from around the world, like in a tour sense? Yes, I do. Very miss that because oh, are you going to see Tyler the Creator? That's crazy. Um, yeah, he's doing a show in LA next week, right? I was thinking of going, but I think I'm gonna be like preoccupied with some other stuff, so bummer. But yeah. What was the question? Should make a song balance of Korean and English song. Yes, I will do that. It's just like nowadays the music needs to be like very universal, but I feel like also people kind of like seeing and hearing me sing in Korean. So I feel like I do have to give that little balance, you know. Yeah, music did get a little boring lately, and that's why nowadays I listen to like a lot of the catalogs from like back in the day, like at the latest like 10 years ago, so like 2014, 15, but also just songs like way back. And yeah. If you ever watched a channel called Jinxie Verse, I'm taking credit for putting her on you. She admits it. Shit. Send me the link to the channel or the video. I'll check it out if there's something if there's like a video that's talking about my music, I'd love to check it out. But yeah, is there any backstory about Mipsang? I mean, we were taught Mipsang, yeah, piece of work. We actually just talked about it like a couple minutes ago, but I wrote it when I was watching the Vampire Diaries. I was like very a hard geek for that show back in the day when I was like in middle school. So yeah, guys, I gotta bounce now. I gotta go somewhere. So I'm gonna check back in with you guys soon with new music. Um, but yeah, meanwhile, keep streaming that Villian, my new album, and yeah, we'll speak soon. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.